Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 174 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we started the episode with an eye on the 1111 fort guarding the Laughing Caves and a crazy plan, a daring raid made by 87 brave soldiers against the swarms of Vescivores and Locusts, protected only by their armor, shields, and their general's magic. They had one job, and one job only, and that was to stay alive and distract the swarm while the general slings her fireballs and scorching ray spells to decimate the swarms. The plan worked, and those few brave men and their general managed to incinerate all of the demonic insects and take the ground for the crusade, thus opening the path to the Laughing Caves. And with that pathway open, Valric and company wasted no time in pouncing. A journey through teleportation circles and portals of the Heart of Mystery network got him to the Laughing Caves in just about a half a day. Inside, they found demons guarding a portal to a cave in the abyss. Dispatching the demons, including a reasonably difficult to hit Merilith, they went through the portal and found themselves face to face with the Nahindrian-powered Valric vanguard. The fight there was stiff. Members of the party succumbed to infectious rage, and they were moving about and attacking randomly, unable to distinguish friend from foe. Valric was finally able to put the beast down, but being augmented as he was, it was just a matter of time before the thing stood back up. So the party waited and prepared, and the beast didn't disappoint. Valric, with his mighty greatsword, wasn't even able to put it back down immediately as it struggled to its feet and gave its last breath, still raging and attempting to kill as many as it could before Valric did finally slay it once and for all. The treasure it guarded is a set of vials filled with varying levels of blue liquid. Some are full, others 2/3 full, and yet others are still only a third full of their capacity. Are these the pieces to the puzzle of the Heart of Mystery? I don't know why the puzzle would need vials of blue liquid, but the spaces on the floor in the puzzle room looked to be 3 tiles long, and so perhaps these are the right pieces, being, a third, 2/3, 3, or full. And there seem to be about the right number. There's 12 vials, 4 of each. So I suspect these are the pieces we've been searching for, and we're going to find out. I've leveled up the party between episodes. Everyone is up to level 20 now, except for Valric, who is up to 38. And we have, as I came out to the door, we have a gang approaching our fort up here. So I've moved this group to intercept. They ran out of movement just shy of getting there. And so that's okay. The gang hasn't quite reached the fort yet, but they're like there. They just need one more little tick of a move to get there, and they're going to get it before our guys get to move. So we're going to have that fort under siege for just a minute, but I think we're okay. We're going to go ahead and get Valric moving back down to the final veil so he can get into the yep, there it goes. It's besieged by an enemy. Okay, so we're gonna have to just get down here, and I'm gonna before we go into the final veil, I'm gonna go ahead and advance a day so that we can get this taken care of, and we're not having this besieged while we're inside doing stuff. So that's going to be the plan here. Here's our, he has the moves now. He can get there. Good. So we're gonna do this fight real quick. I don't think this is gonna be a big deal. All right, he summoned these Babaos in. That's fine. What we're gonna do, what do we got? We have sheer. They can take 60 of them. I can get all 8 of the Amoxes. I think I'll probably want to do that. The Brimarax are at 64. I think we're gonna be okay here, actually. Scorching Ray. How does this do for us? That's all 8 of them. Well, maybe all 8 of them. It's not real powerful yet, is it? It's not quite as good as... Not quite as good as our other generals. He did get them all, though. That's good. Okay, these guys, we're going to kill the Brimarax before they get on top of us here. Okay, they get another shot. We don't need to worry about them if we can get them. Okay, and then we're going to shoot them again. That should be it. Yep, because they're summoned, so they don't count as army. Okay. All right, so there's that. Fort successfully defended, and we can go ahead and bring them back. Let's bring them back to Gloomy Gorge at least. I don't know if it's better to, I mean, none of these are perfect. So kind of have to come running back the other way if something comes up here. So let's get him back down to Sinister Mansion, I think. Okay, so they're just stuck there for now. And I think we're good. Let's go ahead and head into the final veil and get over to the Heart of Mystery. And you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll bring you guys back when we're at the Heart of Mystery. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, guys, here we are back in the Heart of Mystery. And so here we are. We got puzzle pieces all the way around the edges of various types. But we don't have any puzzle pieces to put in the floor. But it does look like these are the right pieces. So what does this mean? Let's just put one in and let's see what happens here. Let's do that. Okay, this was a 2/3. It's got 2/3 blue, 1/3 yellow. So okay, so the what is it? The level of the bottle that it's filled to determines the number of blue tiles. I'm pretty sure. Let's test this with like a 3 just to make sure, a full one. Right. Okay, so that's what it is. So now the question then becomes, how do we determine what does this have to do with these? These things have a front and a back, it looks like, although there's no way to flip them that I can see, so that doesn't probably matter too much, I guess. It's not really a maze, I don't think, although there are some pieces filled in here. I don't know. I don't know how these symbols tie into what pieces we're supposed to put down. So these pieces here, let me pick these up. Okay, so these pieces that are along here came into being when we solved these puzzles. So these pieces, we got like a whole bunch of the one horses, and we've got like 2 one blades here. Okay, so yeah, okay, so a bunch of one horses and blades. So these last set of pieces here, this last, you know, this one, and this one are what's showing up in the Heart of Mystery. Okay, so that's where those come from. So okay, so these are the last pieces, presumably same thing over here and here and so on. Those are really hard to see, by the way. Those light blue against that cream with the darkness, it's not very easy to see those. But that still doesn't really help us. That really doesn't help us that much, because I still don't know what this has to do with 1/3, 2/3. And I think, like I was saying, I think that we need to have this to get our mask for Nenio's thing, because we have 3 masks, right? We have 3 masks. We got the circle mask, Ivory Sanctum, we've got the darkness mask. Oh, wait, we picked up a mask here already. This we've already picked up from here. So where's the 4th mask? All right, so the Ineluctable Prison, we got that just in the last couple of episodes. This one we picked up apparently the first time we came here, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember picking it up, but we probably picked it up out like in the hallway or something. Oh, you know what? I do kind of remember picking it up now. I do kind of remember that. Vaguely. Okay, well, and then this one we got in the Ivory Sanctum. So where's the 4th one? Torn out pages from a Sarkorian book. Does this have anything to do with anything? Years later in the mountain valley, which for many years lain uninhabited and fallen to the state of desolation, rode the prideful rider. His steed was wild and fleet. His tall step helm shone like a... This doesn't seem, well, like a gilded mask. Tall step helm shone like a gilded mask, and a sharply curved bow could strike from thrice times 300 paces away. Dauntlessly did the rider ride into the remains of the settlement and draw up beside the stone pillars into which were carved the images of the ancestors. He bowed low before them, and then he sliced open his palm and blooded those same stones. Then the rider unbridled his mount and sent him off, for his loyal companion would be of no use to him in the cramped caves. The rider checked his bowstring, descended into the depths, sat down in the largest of the caves, and waited. Soon the pack appeared. They were hungry, wasted, and as such even more vicious, for it had been long since they had eaten the human flesh they so favored. But the rider pulled his bowstring tight and let fly arrow after arrow. The darkness was no obstacle, as he used sound to guide his arm, until each down to the very last was struck full. Perishing, the last of the pack creatures opened its maw, and the follower's voice asked, I don't think this has much to do with anything here, anyway. Sorry, I lost my place when I had to open this up. Who are you, mighty rider, who does not fear to tread here and end my cursed, rotten life? Tell me your name, my lord, and tell me from what noble clan you hail. The rider removed his tall helm with a gilded mask, and long braids tumbled free from beneath it. It was no man, but the daughter of the wise patriarch, who, on the brink of death, made her swear one final vow, a vow of vengeance. For years she had roamed, bearing her heart cold malice and rightful fury of all the sorcerers in their ilk. For years her arrows had cut down despicable sorcerers, while her conviction had only grown in strength and certainty, and the last hour had come for her to return and avenge the clan whose name had now been condemned to obscurity. She did not answer the dying monster, for vile sorcerers are undeserving of even a word from the worthy person's lips. She burned the pack's stinking bodies, left the caves, bowed before the ancestors one last time, and departed, never again to return. Yeah, so this mentioned a mask. I guess that's why it showed up. I guess we have... I mean, this might be clues to a puzzle somewhere, though, right? I mean, I'm looking at this. It's got some capitalization, like writers capitalized when it probably shouldn't be. The pack is also capitalized, although that could be a name, I suppose. Mighty Rider. Yeah, see, it keeps capitalizing Rider as if it's a name, and it's not. Daughter shouldn't be capitalized either, probably. Patriarch, maybe, I guess. I don't know. But I don't. This seems like it might be some kind of clue to a puzzle somewhere. I don't know. Where was that from? That's in Pelurus Fall. I mean, maybe. Was there something in that temple? There was something in that temple, I think, still in Pelurus Fall, right? Was there there might be something in there. I don't know. What I do know is I have no idea here what we need to do with this. So, I mean, I'm not going to try and guess. There's, you know, a zillion, there's 12 pieces here. So that's, you know, way gross number of possible combinations. And until we have something more to go on other than this, I don't know I don't know how to do that. So what I do know is we don't need to be here to get the other mask because it's somewhere else. I think there was something still in Pelurus Fall, because it seems like kind of towards the back there was like a I don't remember, it's like the Stargazers thing that they were doing back there. Were there light up tiles around that? I think there might have been. I might have just like breezed on right on by that when we were there. I was I was kind of in a hurry, I guess, for some reason when we were at Pelurus Fall, because I missed a whole bunch of quests there because I didn't know to go back outside. I'm talking about in Act 3 when we were there the first time. Although we did just go back not too long ago too to take care of what's his name that came out. It was Nocticula's like general who betrayed her. I don't remember his name because he's not that important. But he was there and he had captured all the guys in the library. I tell you what, let's do this. Let me go to Pelurus Fall. I will bring you back when I get there and we'll check that out. This might be something, because that what was that? I ask, who's what I This, we got it in Polaris Fall, and this looks like a puzzle. This looks like a puzzle hint to me because of the capitalization and stuff like that, with the different people in the you know, the writer and the daughter, and I think there was like the patriarch. I think it mentioned the patriarch, the pack. You know, all these characters or whoever they are in the story are like all capitalized, which kind of screams puzzle clue to me. So let me do that. Let me bring us over to Polaris Fall. I will bring you guys back when I get there, and we'll check it out and see if we missed something there. We probably did, and maybe that's where we need to be for the other mask. That's possible. I don't know where else it would be. I mean, we got all the way through the Blackwater. There was nothing left unturned there. We found one in the Ineluctable Prison. We found one in the Ivory Labyrinth. All right, let me get us out of here, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. We'll be at Polaris Fall. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, here we are. We're back. We're in the caves in Polaris Fall, and we're just gonna have us a look through here, and let's have a look and see if I missed anything. Yeah, mushrooms. There was some stones and stuff back here. There's some runes carved on these stones, but they don't match the runes that we have on our puzzle pieces. Okay, so that's not anything we need to worry about, I don't think. And everybody here is dead from the invasion. Statue of Plura, made in the simple but expressive style of the characteristic of Socorus. Young man's lifeless fingers are curled out awkwardly around the hilt of his sword. Checking these rooms to make sure we didn't miss anything. Rack filled with what looks to be ancient Sarkorian weapons. Board filled with complaints and suggestions. Even in death, Teriel looks angry at something. His face is twisted in his customary scowl. Not seeing any loot or anything that we missed. Okay, that's nothing back there. There's another room over here. Let's check this out real quick. Nothing in here. Oh, there's something here. What's this? Someone has put a plate of food scraps near a hole in the wall, hoping to tame some small animal. Okay, this was the bunk room. There's nothing in here. That door I recall being closed. Yeah, we can't open this door. We were able to get in there in Act 3, but not after Act 5 when we came back. Okay, well, up here. Okay, this is what I was thinking of right here. Yes, see, look at this. There is light up squares around here. Okay. What do we got? We have Mother, Stargazer, Follower, Cusp. I think we've clicked a couple of these. It looks like they're not all lighting up. We probably already clicked them, I suppose. All right, that was cut off. I can't go there. This is where we fought. That was Metosophon. That was his name. Oh, see, there are things back here we haven't seen. Did I miss these the first time? Okay, endless rows of books. Each tome is filled with indecipherable numbers. Set of tables filled with astronomical data and observations about the world wound. All right, what's this? Cosmic Caravan and its journey across the night sky. Concept of the Cosmic Caravan. Hold on, let me. This is big. Let's get this. All right, the concept of the Cosmic Caravan, which makes its way across the night sky throughout the year and consists of 13 constellations, comes to us from Aslant. The order in which the caravan signs are arranged holds both metaphorical and deeply mystical meaning, in light of which astrologists advise against the use of models where the signs appear out of order, or even in reverse order, as in some cases. Okay, then we got all the different constellations. It looks like they're the thrush, sign associated with friendship, hospitality, promise, new beginning, and song. I don't know if this matters, does it? It might, I guess. Boy, this is going to be a long puzzle if this is it. Lantern bearer, the newlyweds, the bridge. Oh, here. Okay, so here's the daughter. The daughter, yep. And the writer we saw in that story. And the patriarch we saw. We saw the pack, right? And let's see. I think we saw either this. Did we see one of these guys? We might have. Let's, okay. So let's look one more time here. Mask. Okay, so this one. Okay, so we have, okay, I'm gonna write these down, guys. Hold on just a second here. Let me grab a pen and paper so that we can get these written down here. So we have in here, we have the Prideful Rider. We have, oh, sorry. Let's just do this. Okay, we have the Prideful Rider. We have a steed, but that's not, that wasn't one of our constellations and it's not capitalized. Rider again. There's the pack. Okay, he kills the pack. Follower's voice, there it is. Follower's voice, who are you, mighty rider? So they're intertwined. So unless, and it didn't look like we could click those more than once. So I don't think it's an order thing. Who are you, mighty rider? Rider, tall helm, long braids, tumble, daughter. Yeah, the daughter. And we also have the patriarch. Okay. Is that it? Is that all the characters, I guess, is the question. I don't see any others. There's the pack again, but we have that one already. Okay. So if we do that, that's fine. So this is the constellations. Concept of the cosmic caravan, which makes its way across the night sky throughout the year and consists of 13 constellations, comes to us from Aslant. The order in which the caravan signs were arranged holds both metaphorical and deeply mystical meaning, in light of which astrologists advise against the use of models where the signs appear out of order or even in reverse order, as in some cases. So is this this must be the right order then, if that's the case. Okay, so that's something. Okay, so if this is the right order, then we need to go through our list here and we need to get these in the right order then. So the first one on the list that we have here is, let me expand this so I don't have to hover over it. So we've got rider, pack, follower, daughter, patriarch. Rider, rush, daughter's first. Rider. Yep, rider's the one we had. We have the patriarch. Don't have the wagon. We have the pack for sure. We have the mother. No, we don't have the mother. We have, what are we missing? The follower, it looks like it's the one we're missing. He's the last one. Okay. So that's that. So the order is daughter, rider, patriarch, pack, follower. So what is this? Oh, see now, this is something else too. In the Western Mountains there dwelled a clan. Okay, this is another long one. Sorry, guys. Western Mountains, there dwelled a clan whose name is no longer spoken today. They were brave and hardy people who would go down to the deep caves and return laden with glittering ore. The clan flourished, and it had all the things in abundance, including food and honey, because their neighbors gladly bought the things they forged from the underground ore. Trouble came to the clan on the last day of Calistral, when the mountain passes were ready to shake off winter's icy grip. Like hounds waking from a long sleep, clamor and clouds of dust rose up from the caves that night. Once the dust had settled, the miners went down to look, for they were brave people who feared neither darkness nor falling rocks. But what they found was not darkness or cave-in. What they found was the pack. Okay, so here we got the pack again. The follower, whose true name had been forgotten generations before. There's our follower. We had him already. It was a clan of blood. The follower was a despicable sorcerer, a degenerate who had turned his back on his ancestors. He had loved the daughter. There's the daughter. We have the daughter already. Of the wise clan patriarch, we also have. Most ardently, but her heart held no warmth for him. The follower had stormed into the dark depths of the caves, seething in his resentment, and with such wailing and berating, plotted his revenge. That is where the dread pack found him, following the scent of profane magic and vice. The pack devoured him, and in so doing tasted human blood for the first time and discovered it was to its liking. The pack killed the miners who descended into the caves, and thereafter it began venturing up into the surface each night to devour one of the villagers before dragging the carcass back to the caves to gnaw on the bones. The wise patriarch, we already have the patriarch, called the clan together in the longhouse and spoke. Then the elders of the clan spoke, then the warriors, and then anyone could say their piece. The ancestors had revealed to the patriarch that the clan was being punished by the gods for failing to recognize the degenerate sorcerer in their midst, and no deity would intercede for them now. Lamenting their fate, the clan left their homes. The ancestors' carved images and their temples to the gods had fled. The caravan of grief made its way in silence, but not all the clan was represented amongst its number. Only women, children, and the decrepit elders did it contain, for the strong men of the clan had remained behind. Many days they sat in the longhouse, sharpening their weapons and praying. Each night, one of the men would go down to the caves and satisfy the pack's hunger with its own flesh. When all the men were dead and the pack's hunger drove it to the surface, the caravan was already long gone, and the monsters could not pick up their trail. The caravan traveled day and night without rest until it reached the steppe, the very edge of their known world, whence the peaks of their beloved mountains could no longer be seen. And there they settled, living threadbare, meager lives, because they did not know how to rear animals and live the nomadic life that required, and because they had no strong warriors among them. The clan quickly dwindled. The old died, and the young found husbands and wives, and other clans left to join new households. Years later, during one of the harsh steppe winters, the clan patriarch fell sick and died in the arms of his daughter, and one could recall the location of that house where the clan had once resided in freedom and dignity. So this didn't seem okay. Let's look one more time, because I didn't see anything new here. Maybe I missed it, because focusing on reading, sometimes I get ahead of myself a little bit. Okay, so we have the pack. We have the follower. We have the daughter. And patriarch. We have the patriarch. Follower. Pack. Killed the miners. Wise patriarch. Ancestors revealed the patriarch. Many days in the longhouse, sharpening weapons each night. The pack's hunger, the pack. Caravan traveled day and night without rest until it reached the steppe, the very edge of the known world, whence the peaks of the beloved mountains could no longer be seen. And there they settled, living threadbare, meager lives because they did not know how to rear animals and live the nomadic life that required. And because they had no strong warriors, the clan quickly dwindled, the old died, and the young found husbands and wives. Husbands and wives. Is that a clue? I don't know. Because we did we have something? I thought we had like newlyweds or something. Doesn't say the newlyweds here though. Sorry guys, I know this is taking a little bit of time here, but loved the daughter, the wise clan most ardently, but his heart had no warmth for him. The follower had stormed off into the dark depths of the cave. That's where the pack found him. Profane magic. Pack devoured him. Pack killed the miners. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah, see, there's newlyweds. But it doesn't actually say the newlyweds. It said everything else. All right, let's look in our one more time. I don't know if maybe I missed. Well, let's try what we got. Maybe that's something. I don't know. Let's try what we got. We have. It just seems weird there would be two without adding anything in the second one. All right. Well, first of all, some of these are already pushed, and I don't know what they are. So, well, I can figure it out probably. The thrush was first, right? So then I don't want to keep going back to the book. Let's just, this is not the right order. Okay, did that just reset everything? Okay, yeah, that reset everything. All right. So we got the thrush, the lantern bearer, the newlyweds. We have the bridge. We have the daughter, which is what we have first. Okay, and then we have the rider, who's next. After the rider, we have the patriarch. After the patriarch, we have the pack, which is this one. Okay, after the pack, we have the follower, which I think he was last, if I remember right. Yeah, the follower? Yeah, the follower. Okay, yeah, see, that's not, I don't see anything, I didn't see a pause or anything, I don't see anything open. It doesn't look like we can still click stuff, so it's not solved. All right, let's get these guys over here out of the way. Maybe the newlyweds is something, because it did talk about them getting married to other clans. I don't know. We didn't hear anything about a cusp or a thrush or a lantern. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so the cusp seems to reset it. Is that right? Yes, the cusp seems to reset it. So let's go look and see our book here again. The cusp is what? Is there a... There's the thrush, the lantern, newlyweds, bridge, daughter, rider, patriarch, wagon, pack, mother, stargazer, stranger, follower. Cusp isn't one of them. So the cusp must just be the reset button. Okay, so there's that. So we're reset. Let's look one more time here. Unless we're missing something. Oh, I did not mean to pick that up. All right, let's go sort in date from newest to oldest. Old Sarkorian book. Okay. Western Mountains, the clan whose name is no longer spoken today. Food and honey, because neighbors are gladly bought their ore. Shovel came to the clan on the last day of Calistral. That's a month. When the mountain passes, we're ready to shake off winter's icy grip. Like hounds walking from a long sleep, clamor and dust, clouds of dust rose. Once the dust had settled, the miners went down to look. They were a brave people who feared neither darkness nor falling rocks, but what they found was not darkness or cave-in. What they found was the pack. Follower, whose true name had been forgotten generations before, was a clan of blood. Was of clan blood, sorry. Follower was despicable sorcerer, degenerate, loved the daughter of the wise patriarch. Okay, so we have, so far, we've got the pack, we've got the follower, we've got the daughter, the patriarch, follower, pack, patriarch, then the warriors, anyone who could say their piece. We have ancestors, the patriarch again, lamenting their fate. Pack. Caravan traveled. See, there's nothing down in here that's capitalized, is there? The only thing that's here that is kind of, there is a newlyweds, and it is talking about them remarrying. The old died, and the young found husbands and wives in the clans left to join new households. Years later, during one of the harsh steppe winters, clan patriarch fell sick and died in the arms of his daughter. No one could recall the location of the house where the clan had once resided in such freedom and dignity. The final pages of the book have been roughly torn out. But we have, so that other one that we have, if we go here, this one is the continuation of the story. Years later, in the mountain valley, which had lain uninhabited and fallen into the desolation. Here's the writer. That's the first time the writer shows up. Okay. But we have the writer already. Gilded mask, sharply curved bow, dauntless, rider again. Soon the pack appeared. Rider pulled his bowstring tight, shot into the dark, perishing pack creatures. The follower's voice asked, "Who are you, mighty rider, who does not fear to tread? And tell me your name." Rider removed his tall helm with a gilded mask. Long braids tumbled free. It was no man, but the daughter. Okay, so there's the daughter again, but we've already got the daughter. And the patriarch, who we also already have. Made her swear in final vow of vengeance. For years she'd roamed, bearing her heart cold malice and righteous fury for all sorcerers and their ilk. For years her arrows had cut down despicable sorcerers, while her conviction had only grown in strength and certainty. And at the last hour had come for her to return and avenge the clan whose name had now been condemned to obscurity. She did not answer the dying monster, for vile sorcerers are undeserving of even word from the worthy person's lips. For in the pack's stinking bodies in the caves, bowed before the ancestors one last time and departed, never to begin again. All right, well, I don't know. It wasn't enough. We had all of those names already, and it didn't open it. I'm going to assume that it's saying that their marriage went and married other clans means that they are newlyweds. Oh my goodness, I did it again. All right, so the newlyweds then, what is, well, I guess we already know the order. That's like the third one. So that's going to be, that's before the daughter, right? It is. Newlyweds bridge daughter. Okay. So newlyweds is first. Let's try newlyweds first and then around the rest of them. Newlyweds first. Then the Bryn, then the daughter. Then the rider. Then the patriarch. Then the pack, which was a little further right. Yeah. And then after the pack was the follower, who was clear around here. Oh, there we go. That did it. What opened? Oh, this opened. Okay, good. Party over there. Are we going to have to fight in here? I don't know if we're going to have to fight. Let's at least get Sela and Valric on their mounts. I don't know if I want to buff up just yet. Let's get them on their mounts at least. Okay, doesn't look like we're fighting. All right, look at this. We got stuff here. All right, more to read. Stargazers Age Journal. This looks long too. It's a little lengthy. It's not bad. Let's run through this real quick. Day 1. From this day forward, I, Valric, will be keeping its journal to chronicle our holiest mission. It was for this mission that we left our people, who are so desperate for solace and protection in these times, and followed Aleandra, our mentor, into Pelura's temple. Here, cut off from the mortal world, we shall continue our service, blessed by Shimmering Maiden. Although the foul smoke of the demonic pit clouds the skies, Pelura reveals to us the stars that will guide our way. Day 24. We carry on our holy work that praises the illustrious Pelura. The enchantments that keep us safe are flawless. The demons outside the sanctum's walls don't even suspect its existence. I embolden my spirit by praying to Pelura for a swift deliverance from the vile hordes that swarmed our lands. We just need to gather our strength and wait for brave warriors to throw the unholy beasts back into the abyss. I have faith that such a day is nigh. Day 105. This is a momentous occasion. My brother's finished working on another map of the northern sky. At times, when I look into everyone's eyes, I see worry of what is happening outside the temple walls, and I feel doubt creeping into my heart as well. But in the next moment, I shame myself for being so weak of will. Today is a good day, and I will not allow it to be tarnished by dreary thoughts. Day 258. Sister Aleandra's prayers have been answered, as our abode was visited by a messenger of Pelura. Alas, the Celestial brought dire news. Our homeland has been overtaken by flames and demonic spawn. The cities are burning, and the people are fleeing for their lives. The terror in the material plane has not yet been mended. On the contrary, it's spewing out more abyssal legions by the hour. The Celestial left us, but not before he assured us that we are not forgotten, and our service has not been for naught. We must steel our hearts and continue searching among the stars. The quicker we can finish our work, the sooner will Sarkoris have hope for salvation. Day 457. We spent half a day looking for Brother Arid. Aleandra herself found him behind the altar of Pelura. He was crying, sitting on the floor, hugging his knees close. I was afraid that she would scold him for this treacherous weakness of spirit and mind that could poison the others, but my fear was unfounded. Aleandra and Arid spent 2 hours in conversation that remained a mystery to all of us. Then our brother returned to work, still saddened, yet now he held his head a little higher. I bow before our leader's wisdom and fortitude, but I see in her eyes a shadow of that same despair that has long since found its way into our hearts. Do I see in her eyes? The day the messenger arrived. On the day we finished mapping out the Eastern Hemisphere, our solitude was broken, this time by a messenger from Iomade. I cursed my own curiosity for encouraging me to join those who listened to her words. The battle still rages on around us, yet nobody fights for Sarkoris anymore. Warriors from other lands are clashing with demons, trading on the ashes of our kin. Sarkoris is gone. They now call it the World Wound. Another day, just like many before it. I can no longer keep track of days. They all have merged into one endless strip of gray. Even Pelura's starlight cannot drive away the darkness in my heart. Our service has been in vain. We have nothing to go back to. All I have left is to languish here, day in and day out, fulfilling my duty to my brothers and sisters. And thus, day in and day out, do I toil without a moment's rest, all in the name of our sacred and, Pelura forgive me, pointless duty. But at least I no longer have to keep this miserable journal. Nice. All right, what do we got here? Got a bunch of scrolls and another book. Oh, Tome of Clear Thought. Nice, +2. Heavy book contains instructions on improving memory and logic. Entwined within the words is powerful magic effect. If anyone reads this book, she permanently gains +2 inherent bonus to her intelligence score. Once the book is read, the magic disappears from the pages and becomes a normal book. Nice. Give that to Ninio, probably. Let's see. Loot. This one's locked.
I finished
All right, we
here.
got some stuff here.
Is there
Oh,
more?
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Summit mask. There we go. We also get a ring. Wand of heal. Wand of heal? Really? That's pretty nice. Only 3 charges though. Still not bad. Wand of good hope. Cure moderate wounds and apprentice lockpick. All right, so that's our 4th mask. Nice. And then we got this over here. 59,000 gold. Not bad. 372 diamond dust. That's a lot. 3 diamonds. Those are worth 5,000 a piece if we want to sell them. Another bag of holding, although at this point we don't really need it. A few other pieces here. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. That, my friends, is the 4th mask, which means we can go finish Nenio's quest. But that's going to have to be next time because we're getting up close to, we're getting up far enough that I don't want to really continue too much farther anyway for time's sake. So I think we're going to leave it here with this episode. We'll cut this one just a little bit shorter than normal, but that's okay because several of ours have gone long. So we'll just call it, we'll call it a trade. How about that? But there we go. That's the Plur's Fall puzzle. That one wasn't too bad to figure out. The newlyweds thing kind of threw me. It felt like it should be there because of the marriage thing, and it turns out that it was, but the rest of it was all just spelled out, which made it weird. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time we'll head on over to the Nameless Ruins and get the masks put into the right places, and we'll see what the wisdom over there is that they have for us. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.